I think if you look at the start of the year, it's a solid one. I mean, the subscription is still growing at 14%, the 3D experience at 17%. So I think as a starting point for the year, we are right on track with our plan. If we forecast a little bit, I think the pipeline is still there and intact, and we do not see significant pullback. However, we are cautious about the delay for certain decisions because right now there is an uncertainty. So this is what we try to factor in our guidance. As you say, preserving the top line and the EPS and making some adjustment at the operating margin level.
I want to get into what's resilient here, whether it's at a country level where you're seeing resilience or a sector level, because I can see obviously that you've got very strong earnings coming through the defence side. We know defence has just been bolstered thanks to the Europeans trying to come up with a plan to mitigate against the US impact. So are you seeing areas right at the forefront of policy that are proving more resilient?
For the time being, if you look at from a region standpoint, we have a good performance in Americas, growing at 8%, 5% mid-single digit in Asia, with China growing at 2%. Where it's a little bit more smooth is really in Europe, where we saw a growth of plus 1% this quarter. From a sector standpoint, I think, believe it or not, the auto sector is still growing for us, right? And the reason is because if in last 12 months we want Xiaomi, BYD, Xinpeng, so all those newcomers which are conquesting the worldwide market. And we also see a good trend in the auto sector in the US, where it's a little bit more difficult is in Europe again.